Dubs goes to Washington and discovers the greatness of America. Written by Dick Morris, Eileen McGain, and Clayton Lyotta. Dub took a train to Washington to see his country sights and to play with his tennis ball, in which he just delights. But when the train pulled into the station at D.C., the ball silently rolled away to where Dubs couldn't see. It was a total disaster because the ball rolled faster and faster. It didn't stop or even slow down, and Dubs had to look for it all over town. At the memorial of Abraham Lincoln, Dubs sat up and started thinking, if a man from chains is meant to be free, will someone take this silly leash off of me? George Washington was President #1, back when our country had just begun. His monument stands straight and tall, and excuse me while I search for my ball. In front of the U.S. Supreme Court, Dubs had a very important thought. If another dog took away my ball, the court would get it back for me after all. At the Smithsonian, they have the rockets that went off into space, which is a very big, lonely, empty place. They show the men who walked on the moon. Will dogs get to go there anytime soon? Our flag was planted by the U.S. Marines. It is one of our history's most favorite scenes. To the soldiers who made sure freedom never fails, people give thanks and dogs wag their tails. I have a dream, Martin Luther King once said, throughout the long march of equality that he bravely led. Skin color makes no difference that I can see. I love everyone who throws the ball to me. Here's where Congress meets to spend our money, but the Capitol Police did not think it funny when Dubs ran up and down its famous halls, looking all over for his missing ball. Here's where coins are minted, and all America's money is printed. They keep the dollars in piles so neat, they could buy more biscuits than even Dubs could eat. The G-men are agents of the FBI who catch bad guys on land, sea, and sky. When a person is missing, they give their all. Maybe these men will find my lost ball. Dubs stopped by to visit the White House to see the president and his lovely spouse. He hoped they don't mind him paying a call. He only wanted to ask if they seen his ball. Then he came to the statue of FDR, one of our greatest presidents by far. He led us to victory in World War II and had a dog named Fela who Dubs never knew. At the memorial for the Second World War, Dubs was thrilled by what he saw, the monuments to the men who kept us free, but still there was no ball that he could see. The Library of Congress has every book, so Dubs decided to go in and have a look. The ball wasn't in the section on pets or sports. This was getting Dubs somewhat out of sorts. All men are created equal, Thomas Jefferson wrote in the Declaration of Independence, most famous quote. If people are equal, can it possibly be that dogs are too, especially me? At the tomb of the unknown soldier, we honor heroes past. Dubs thought maybe he'd find his ball there at last. Suddenly a man in a uniform came walking his way, and it was clear that he had something important to say. I've served our country in peace and in war, and I love America, but I'll say no more. Hey, is this the ball you've been looking for? I've got my ball! Hip hip hooray! But more important is what I learned today. That America is great and brave and free, and a wonderful home for you and for me. Back on the train, Dub started to smile, and looked at the countryside for quite a long while. He thought that no matter how far he might roam, this is America, my home sweet home. The end.